With this week's social story, that's where we post 3 stories in our social media and let you pick one for us to take a deeper dive into. Now, this week's choice is the Ryder Cup, a million-year-old skull found in China, and former NFL MVP Shaun Alexander expecting their 14th child. Now, with 54% of the vote, your pick this week is the million-year-old skull found in China. Now, the crushed skull was found in 1990, but underwent digital reconstruction and advanced CT scans. Now, if the findings are accepted, researchers say it could push back the emergence of Homo sapiens by hundreds of thousands of years. Now, for more, let's bring in Aylwyn Scally. He's a researcher in human evolutionary genetics at the University of Cambridge. Aylwyn, thank you for joining me. How do these timing estimates work with genetic data, especially when you're researching a skull this ancient?
Yes, well, we've known for some time that there were many branches of the human family tree that were all coexisting in different parts of the world until relatively recently, until about a few tens of thousands of years ago. And we've also known that most of our ancestry, our genetic ancestry, comes from the ancestors of Homo sapiens who emerged in Africa. But there were also the Neanderthals in Europe, and there were another group called the Denisovans in Asia. And it was discovered maybe about 15 years ago that actually some of our ancestry has descended to us from the Neanderthals and from these Denisovans, a sort of a minority of our ancestry from there. And that's been very interesting, exciting. What this discovery, what this analysis of this fossil has shown, and some other studies have shown, is that the time period when all of these different ancestral groups were all coexisting maybe goes back much further than we previously thought, maybe to well beyond a million years ago. And that's an exciting kind of prospect to think about.
So I gotta wonder, I mean, getting a skull like this in so many pieces is a daunting discovery. So what's the process like of reconstructing a skull, and how can researchers actually use this data?
Well, they have looked at various different aspects of the shape, the morphology of this skull, and that's a well-established practice in the fossil studies. And we can also then combine that evidence with genetic data that we've been able to get from DNA samples from some of these very ancient fossils, and that's again a very new and exciting development in the field of human evolution. And so putting all of those together is how it helps us try to reconstruct what happened and the relationships between these different human branches.
All right, Aylwyn Scally, thank you so much for your analysis.